Okay, guys, it's guys, ladies, men and women. December 20th. This will be our last call of the year. The next one will be January 3rd on Monday. You guys still have access to the back office, training videos. Last call. I want to talk about two things today which relate to keeping business on the books, which is your cool down, and secondly, what you should leave at a client's home when you're leaving. What happens is that we get so excited when we make a sale, we don't do a proper cool down to reinforce what we've done because we're worried about going to an appointment we're running late to, or we want to go make more money. Nothing's wrong with that process, but I'm going to ask you to tap those brakes. When somebody buys something from you, you got to look at that as that I've made a sale. Now what our job to do is to put a button on it. Got to put a button and a bow on it to make sure when you leave the house, their thought in their mind is not floating. Did I spend too much money? Did I do the right thing? Should I have waited? Should have I consulted with my children? All of these things, no matter what you think is going through a client's mind. I'm gonna give you a good analogy on that there. I went and I bought something Saturday. It was a shirt I bought, a shirt. I bought it. The discount on it was only 20%. So I paid for it, walked away. I was saying, man, I probably should have waited till after Christmas. I probably could have got it for less money. So if I'm thinking that, and I got a 20% discount on something, tell me, the people you're speaking to may think something similar to that because they can't get a discount because you let people know the prices that you're offering them are regulated by the state you live in. So what our job is to do when we leave the home, prior to that there, is to bring out one of your leave behinds, a brochure, okay, a nice big brochure with the company's name on it. I want you to put on there the face amount, what their monthly premium will be, and when their first draft and draft thereafter will be coming out, and write it on that paper. You're going to go over with them. Are you happy with the decision you made today? Did you accomplish the goal that you had in your mind when you sent this card in? Yes, I did. Now, I know by you doing this here is going to give you peace of mind. That's one less thing for you to sit and worry about when that sad day comes in many, many years. The decision you made was a good one. Not many people qualify for the program that you have. So make sure that you always make the payments on it. And if you have any questions about anything, you got to call me. If another agent comes here, tell me you've already got it taken care of. When you get another one of these cards in the mail, throw them in the trash because probably either going to be me coming back or somebody in the office coming back to see something that you may need or want. You got it taken care of. If you need anything, you're going to call me. Having financial problems, you're going to call me. You want to increase it, you're going to call me. If you have a friend that needs coverage, you're going to call me. You're going to make them feel when you leave the house that you made the greatest, that they made the greatest decision. What they bought, they can't get it from anybody else. You are the best person out there who's going to always be there for them and take care of them. You have to leave them with that warm, fuzzy feeling in their stomach that the decision they made was a great one and you were the greatest person that guided them to make that decision. And that takes patience and time. So tap those brakes, get that voice, slow it down, have some voice inflection, yet just go slow. And you're not going to go through, you're happy, you're satisfied. When you ask that question, are you happy with the decision you made? You wait till they give you an answer. Because what's happened to me before, I've gone through the entire process. They bought it, I had what I thought was a button on it, and I'm going over with them. What I'm going to tell you now is that now I'm going to take them to school. I said, now I'm going to take you back to high school, and we're going to go over some different things of what we just accomplished. And what I'm doing is to make sure I'm doing my job properly, so when I leave, you know exactly what you did today. There you go, okay. So you're gonna hold the paper and give it to them. And on that paper, it's gonna show you Royal Neighbors. It's gonna show you $10,000 for 5287. It's gonna show you the face amount of $10,000, and it's gonna show you starting draft date. You're gonna put on there January 3rd, or whatever date it is, second, third, fourth Wednesday, whatever it is. Hand it to them. They got the paper in front of them. What carrier did I put you with? Sometimes I'll look at you and go, I don't know, or I don't remember. Say, well, it's right there. Oh, yes, I see the carrier, Royal Neighbors. What program did you start today? $10,000. What are your monthly amount that you're going to be sending them through your bank? 50 something. Well, it's 5287, but in your mind, kind of just remember $53, because that's an easy number to remember, then 5287. And when is your first payment going to be coming out of your account? January 3rd. I did that entire thing. When I got to what are your premiums going to be, she looked at it like this here. Says, I think it was 45. I don't know what it was. 45.62. And she goes, I looked at her and I said, do you feel comfortable with that amount? She goes, no, I don't. I said, good. I'm glad you told me. Because what I want to do is I want to make sure when I leave, you're happy. So what happened, I had to call the company up 2 days later, once it all got in the system, and we lowered it to $40. It was 45, 47. She was, most I can afford is $40. So here is something to think about. You're making the program sound very sexy, very spicy, and a lot of times people don't have the guts to tell you, I cannot afford that. So you, as a professional, must ask them, is this affordable to you? Do you feel comfortable with this? And I did all that, okay? So now you've got to get the vibe at the end, so when you leave, you feel comfortable with that amount. Secondly, they feel comfortable, because if you do not do that, folks, they're going to call and cancel because they can't afford it. Joe for $7, Joe for $5. The folks we deal with are on a month-to-month budget. They're not used to spending this additional money that you just set them up with. They're used to spending that money on something else. Whatever they want to spend it on, you're actually telling them you can't spend that $47 a month on what you want to, that you've been doing for all these years. Now that money is no longer going to go in your pocket, it's going to go to the insurance company's pocket. And they're going, man, I think I should wait. I'm in good health. I don't need anything. Your job to circle back around is to tell them not many people get a program that you qualify for. You're very fortunate you got this excellent price. You're very fortunate you have immediate benefits with no waiting period. You are very fortunate I am your agent. I'm the one who's going to always take care of you and your family no matter what you need. Bam. You see the deal. Now, let's talk about what you should leave when you're at the house. We've already talked about a brochure which has the name of the company, face amount, premium amount, and the draft. There's a form you can get on the back office called I Am Your Policy. Print that out and put it in a red folder. I like a red folder because it kind of stands out. So maybe you say, Joe, that's too bright, that's too strong. I like red. Pick out a folder you like to put all these little knickknacks in there. In that folder, I'm going to recommend you to put a little bio about yourself. Joe Ciaccio, started back in the business in 1996. Really love what I'm doing. I'm married with 3 kids, 4 grandkids. My dog's name is Larry. My cat's name is Tony. All of these things here to where they see that you're not just a salesperson. You are a regular person who has a family and you're helping people out. almost every carrier has it's called a final wishes planning guide. You can get all this stuff from the carriers. They'll send it to you for free. Put that in there. Hold on a minute. I'd also put a referral sheet in there, so in the event you want to go back to deliver the policy, or pull the referral sheet out and use it throughout your presentation. I'd also put down a short list of things that they may need. If they're military people, put a couple military links. If they've got pets, I'd put a pet link on there. Okay? Royal Neighbors offers a pet insurance or a pet program through their member benefits now. Highlight that for your client. I'd also put something in there, the other things that you do. Medicare, Medicare Advantage, Medicare Supplements, Part D, children's insurance, accidental insurance, mortgage protection insurance. Let them see that you do other things. So in case a friend of theirs says, I wonder if he does this here, what you're hoping is that they're going to pull that folder out and say, listen, this is what Joe does. That's what you're hoping that they'll do. Hospital indemnity plans and a cancer plan. Okay, now, that's what I would leave in a red folder. If you have not bought company cards or you need company cards, I'd get your company cards with your picture on it. Give yourself a title that you feel comfortable with. District manager, area manager, final expense specialist, whatever you want to put your name down as. Benefit specialist. I always had thank you cards in my car ready to go. I used to sit there and write them all out. Thank you for your confidence and trust in me. Call me anytime, Joe. Then when I made a sale, I put their name on top, Mr. Jones or Frank. The envelope already had my little return sticker on it, already had my stamp on top. All I had to do was fill their name in. So either I would stop at the post office on the way home, drop it off, or the next day I put it outside the house, my little arm up on my post office box for them to pick it up. Now let's do a cool down with you guys. Seeing the year coming, you got to make a conscious decision that everything you've done well. Our job now is to do it better. And the only way you're going to do a cool down better, a leave behind better, talking slower, is that you've got to consciously make a decision that what you've been doing is good, yet you want to do it better. And the only way to get and take yourself to a higher level in anything you do, as a parent, as a grandparent, as a salesperson, is to practice and kind of go outside the boundaries that you're kind of afraid to go to. When you start going outside those boundaries and you start seeing that you're reaping some benefits on doing that there, you're going to start pushing yourself, and you're going to start seeing yourself being a better dad, mom, grandparent, and more importantly, a better insurance agent to where you can generate more income for your family. So with that said, guys, from myself, Jay, Heather, Sierra, and Henry, we all want to wish every one of you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. If you need anything, any additional carriers, you want to get with Heather on the lead program, you want to get with Sierra on going through the back office, you want to get with Jay on signing up and figuring out how to use the rate calculator, give us a call. We love you. Be safe out there and enjoy your time with your family.